Get your lovely rubber balloon! Rubber balloon! Get your lovely rubber balloon!
Oh, my God!
Oh, my goodness. What's the matter? Rubber hands.
Rubber face! Rubber face!
Rubber balloon!
It's the Benny Hill Show. And here is Benny Hill.
There are 9 carats to remind me of the ring I bought for you. Some mint for all the lovely things we meant to do. A lettuce, 'cause your mum and dad would not let us alone. I won't put in the truffles, you've got truffles of your own. An artichoke for the hearty jokes your father used to tell. And as he was a Welshman, we'll have a leek as well. And your cousin, the religious one, so sanctimonious. For him some loaves and fishes, 'cause that's all he ever does. And there's a heartache and a memory and just a tear or two in a broken-hearted lover stew. There is a Swede for the Scandinavian man you left for me. An egg, 'cause you used to egg me on incessantly. And your little baby brother, what a messy little kid. For him some wine and water, 'cause that's all he ever did. Oh, I was fond of olives, and you liked herbs, I know. I gave up seeing Olive, but Herb didn't want to go. So for the man who won you, there is one thing I must do. Put in some sage and onions, 'cause he wants stuffing too. There's a heartache and a memory and just a tear or two in a broken-hearted lover's stew. And now for some more examples of that look number 7. You know, that look that you get when something totally unexpected happens.
Your mistress tells me you're too sick to do the housework. Is that right?
Oh, no, Doctor, I'm no sick. But she owes me 45 shillings in back wages. I'm no moving from this bed till I get my 45 shillings.
She owes me £8.10. Move over.
No, I'm wearing black for my poor departed husband.
Oh. How long's he been gone?
10 minutes. He went back to 1.
No, my dear, you haven't got Asian flu. You've got Egyptian flu. You're going to be a mummy. What do you want?
I was wondering, Mr. Beckenheimer, if there's a part for me in your new show.
I don't know. Show us your legs.
Gladys, I can't chat to you now. It's my wedding night. I'll call you back in 5 minutes. Oh, I do wish my husband wouldn't leave his slippers lying around.
Well, this is the time of year when we're all booking up for our summer holidays. So, I thought that I would come along and see... I thought I'd come and see the cut-price holiday king himself. Yes, you've guessed it. Fred Scuttle.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, viewers. Happy holidays.
Good evening, Mr. Scuttle. Now, Mr. Scuttle, if I was to come to you and say that I had a month's holiday...
Yes, sir.
...and only £7 to spend, could you tell me where to go?
Yes, sir, I could, but I would not be so rude, sir. Oh. Instead, I would advise you to take our 28 days of sea and sun on the French Riviera, sir.
The French Riviera?
On the Riviera, yes.
But I've only got £7, remember?
I understand, sir. You work for Thames Television, don't you?
That's right.
Yes. We get a lot of them in here, you know.
Mr. Scuttle, you know, it's amazing how you manage to keep your prices so low.
Yes.
How do you do it?
By keeping our overheads down and our undercarriage up, sir.
Oh, I would fly, would I?
We have our own aeroplane, sir.
Do you really?
Yeah, outside, sir. Yes, it's a good one.
Yes.
It's an ex-Air Force plane, sir.
Oh, it was used during the war.
Yes, but as soon as the war was over, I got it, and they all worked on it, sir.
You got in there before anyone else?
Oh, within 2 days of the Kaiser signing the armistice, I had it.
Oh, nice. You see, it's a First World War plane, a biplane.
At the moment, yes, sir. If we get a stiff breeze during the night, it'll be a monoplane in the morning.
Yes, indeed. Now, tell me, Mr. Scuttle, what kind of people go on these tours of yours?
Adventurous types, I would say, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. You know, I mean, 1 second, sir, I mean, they're on the ground, sir, and then they hear the cry, contract, turn her over, fags out.
Chocks away.
No, they don't mind the sweets, sir. Some of the fags. And then they're up in the air with the wind whistling round their fuselage, sir, bobbing about like a puff of wind in a colander there. Adventurous.
And where do you land?
I aim the plane at a place called Poker, sir.
Poker?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once or twice we've actually landed there, sir.
At the airport?
Not necessarily, sir. Usually we land on the municipal tennis court, sir.
The tennis
Yes.
court? How do you land in such a short space?
They leave the net up.
Yes. Mr. Scuttle.
Yes.
Do you run this holiday business of yours entirely on your own?
No, sir. I have Miss Goose Ends. Yes, I do, sir.
She is your secretary?
Well, you might say. Yeah, I suppose so, yeah. Like as well.
Like as well as what?
As well as being our air hostess, you see.
Oh, she straps them in.
There's no need to do that, sir. They're not allowed to attack us, sir. Not at her age.
Now, what amenities are there for the holiday makers when they arrive?
Well, there's everything, sir. There's fishing or tennis.
Fishing and tennis?
No, fishing or tennis, sir. We use the same net, you see. Then, of course, there's Monsieur Alphonse, always on hand, sir. He looks after them, sir, runs the excursion coach, everything he does.
How old is he?
He's 97, sir. He looks after them, sir.
He gets the gratuities?
In the cold weather, yes, he does. And he takes them around in the coach. They takes him to Montélimar, sir.
Oh, yeah.
They stop at Madame Paulette's there.
For a bit of nougat?
No, it's only a cafe, sir. As far as I know, sir.
No, you misunderstood me, Mr.
what's that,
Scuttle.
sir?
I mean, they go there to sample the local sweetmeats.
What they do when they're off the coach is no concern. It doesn't come under my jurisprudence, anything whatsoever. Don't know, sir. No, they have what is known as the gâteau de jour,
And
sir.
what is that?
Whatever happens to be on the pastry shelf at the time, sir.
Mr. Scuttle, which would you say is your best bargain in holiday tours?
I would say, sir, our Eastern Promise tour, sir.
Eastern Promise.
Yes, sir. I have discovered that by utilising the services of a fleet of ex-army surplus Dutch bull barges...
Yes.
third-class night economy Trans-Siberian cattle trucks...
Yes.
and a fleet of swift-moving, love-starved Bessarabian dromedaries... I can get a passenger into Outer Mongolia for £4.10, sir. How about that?
And do they enjoy it?
I don't know, sir. We've never had one come back, sir. I suppose they must enjoy it. You fancy a trip? You're looking a bit peaky. You look like
Harriet. You know, the other day, my old grandpappy Blooper, he was a-milking this year cow, you know, pulling them things down like that. And this year city slicker come up to him and he said, "Hey, old-timer, can you tell me the time?" So he stopped the pulling and he started a-lifting. And he said, "I'll tell you the time." He said, "I'll tell you, it's about 5 after 4. So he said, "Now, how can you tell that it's 5 after 4 just by lifting them things of hers?" He says, "Well, if I lift them high enough, I can see the clock across the road." I'll tell you nothing. And this old cow grandpappy, she up and died one day, you know, and he went to the veterinary, and he said, "How come that old cow of mine died?" And he said, "Well, grandpappy, I reckon she just pined away." He said, "Now, how could a cow pine away?" He said, "Well, look," he said, "you've been pulling them things of hers for nigh on 2 years. Did you ever once ever think to tell her you loved her?" Old Grandpappy Blooper, he give me a book for Christmas. Unlike ordinary book, it was a cyclopedia. That's like different, you know. That's full of learning. Ooh, that's full of learning. That's full of things like tells you about the ancient Greeks. Because there's like mythical, you know, like men there wasn't all there. There's a whole lot of them. There was Zeus and Andy Rockles and old Diogenes. And there was one giant, and he only had one eye right in the middle of his head. He was called Cyclocleps. Then there was Pythagoras. Now, Pythagoras had a theorem. and it hurt. And he invented arithmetic and algebra and trigonometry because he hated children. And he just couldn't bear them. There, little dicky-diddle friend. Ooh, read that little dicky-diddle. So if you folks ain't listening, you ain't gonna get little dicky-diddles, because I come out all the time and they little dicky-diddles there. And old Pythagoras, he's in the bath one day when he discovered something. And I forget what it was. Well, it's just a little thing. And he get out the bath and he running down the road and there's some workmen sitting by the side of the road. They was like eating onion soup and garlic sausage and stuff like that. And he went up and he said, "Eureka! Eureka!" And they said, "You don't smell so darn good yourself." And he said, "No, Eureka, I have it. I have it." And they told him what to do with it. And then it tells you in the encyclopedia about the Chinese. You know, there's so many people living in China today, and the population of China is increasing so fast that if all the people who's living in China today was to start marching 4 abreast, that's 8 deep, past this here building, by the time they got to the end of the column, there would be another generation marching behind them. Now, what I want to know is, if they marching, ooh, there'd be some little diggy-dadders there, wouldn't there? Wouldn't there be some little diggy-dadders? Right now, I'm going to sing at you. I got people from Dells here to join in.
Why do they call her evil when she's always so kind and so good?
My heart belongs to Rachel, the gypsy in the wood. Oh, let us play at hide and seek. One day she gaily cried. Oh, close your eyes and count to 50 while I go and hide. And if you find me, I will let you have your way with me. And if you cannot find me, I'll be right behind that tree.
Why do they call her evil when she's also kind and so good?
My heart belongs to Rachel, the gypsy of the wood. She said, now if a snake should bite you, don't you worry, scream or shout. Just send for me and I'll be there and I'll suck the poison out. I said, suppose I sit on one and it gets me in the end. She said, that's when you'll find out that I'm a real true friend.
Why do they call her evil when she's also kind and so good?
My heart belongs to Rachel, the gypsy in the wood. Oh, Rachel, I seen you with your lover down by the cabbage patch. His hair was long and black, and he had fingernails to match. Oh, you promised you would be faithful, but you treated and you were untrue. But if I had to do it all over again, I'd do it all over you. Now I know why they call you evil. You're wicked and you're no good. No more will I see Rachel, the gypsy.
There now, what bloody good's that done you?
Here, Charlie. What? Are you sure it'll work?
Of course it'll work, mate. Look, it's down here, isn't it? Hey, we're in the empty house. There's the bank. There's the safe. Only got to make a hole in the wall. Wait a minute.
No, but...
The safe's there, I'll tell you. Wait a minute, there.
Gotta put my hand through.
Right.
I can feel the handle.
Oh,
One
God.
quick turn down.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for some more of those terrible moments of television when things go wrong, rather like the man who came home one day and found his wife...
Oh, nasty. Yes, I've had it. You know I have. Gave it to Fred.
Not with my wife, you don't.
Donald, we've got to go do the other, ain't we? Hang on to that. Right. There we are, Johnny. Come out a bit. There, that's a very good job. You got any fags on you? Because I think, you know, a little smoke, we're in time. Here, wait a minute, get back.
Swing high, swing low, swing to, swing fro.
I don't need lots of soapy water.
Oh, no. One sort of splash gets the floor clean and bright in no time.
Good evening. Will you join me for an hour and a half of music and fun from the Theatre Royal? Our nation is as versatile as an egg. I'm sorry.
Waltzing, waltzing, high in the clouds, drifting, dreaming, far from the crowd. Over all moonbeams stroll away, while the world below.
Oh, really, John, this is too much.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, John. I didn't see him. Black currant juice. We wash one in a high-priced detergent, the other in Fair Deal Ben. Result, not a ha'porth of difference. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to welcome to the show Tricia Noble.
I'm ready to go, I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. Taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could cry. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down, so many times I've played around. I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I think of you. Every song I sing for you. When I come back, I'll wear your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you. Let me kiss you, then close your eyes. I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come when I won't have to leave alone. About the times I won't have to say. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when.
Here he comes.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Willie Tredder, and I won opportunities knocking 1 week running. Here is the man who made it all possible, Huey Cream.
Thank you tremendously, ladies and gentlemen. It's wonderful to be here. Now, excuse me, but who did you, the viewers, vote for on last week's show? And it is your votes that really counts. It really does. It really does, ladies and gentlemen. Well, in third place was that wonderful acrobatic olive stuffer from down there in Littlehampton, Ted Tingle. And in second place was that wonderful, wonderful Lincolnshire lion tamer, Claude Bottom. But in first place, and coming through the door of opportunity right now, is the man with the educated throat, the man who sang that wonderful, very difficult to sing Marion McKeever's Click song. Here he is coming through the door of opportunity now, Ivor Burls. Since last week's show, has anything interesting, exciting happened to you at all? Yes, Huey, the wife had twins, a boy and a girl. I see. Anything else? No, just a boy and a girl. I went right into that one, didn't I? Well, off you go now, Ivor. Ivor's going off now to sing the song that he sang last week, that very, very difficult to sing song with the throat noises, the Marion McKeever's Click song. So we're going to hear now how Ivor clicks with all the girls. What do you mean, Uncle Bob Sharpie in the voice. Yeah. So here is Ivor Burls with Marion McKeever's Click song. Yes, Ivor Burls. Thank you tremendously, ladies and gentlemen, for the wonderful voice of Ivor Burls. Now, I have sitting beside me a very charming young lady. Do you mind if I ask your name? Frida. I beg your pardon, could you speak up, please? Frida Kazi. May I call you Frida? Yes, I'd like to. I do like it, yes, indeed. Tell me, Frida, what do you do for work? What sort of work do you do? I don't work, I'm a housewife. You don't work because you're a housewife? Well, I think the housewives do work. I think the housewives of this country work darn hard, don't you? Oh, come on, let's hear it for the housewives. They really work hard. I really do. No, I mean it. No, I really do. I mean it. Now then, tell me, Frida, do you have any hobbies? I collect buttons. You collect buttons? That's most exciting. Tell me, how many do you have? 2,000. Oh, I've never collected buttons. Bone ones and china ones? No, I've never collected buttons. Got a lot of metal ones. I've never collected buttons. There's no flies on me. No, but you can see where they've been. I went out into that one, didn't I? Tell me, Frida, who are you going to introduce us to? Fred and the Sophisticates. Is Fred a friend of yours? No, he's my son-in-law. That's what we want to hear from them. We want to see them. And here they are, Fred and the Sophisticates, for whom opportunity is not.
Such a night as this is it romantic. Every word you hear is like a lover's kiss. So I say to you, isn't it romantic? Isn't it romantic? Isn't it romantic?
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. For lovers of acrobatic dancing, don't forget to vote, vote, vote for Fred and the Sophisticates. Fred and the Sophisticates. I'll spell that for you. F-R-E-D. I have beside me a very distinguished-looking young man. May I ask your name, sir?
Ivor Bunyan.
Oh, have you?
No, that's my name.
Who are you going to introduce us to see?
Peter Long, he's impressionist.
I see he does impersonation.
All day and all night. Half the time his wife don't know who she's sleeping with. The other night it was Richard Burton. Best night they've had since he's been married.
Well, we wanna see him. We wanna hear him. And so for Peter Long and partner, opportunity is knocking.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like you to imagine, if you will, that I'm throwing a big Hollywood party. And look who's over there. It's none other than Sydney Greenstreet and Peter Lorre. No, wrong.
So tell me, Peter, did you manage to get to Casablanca?
No.
Then you mean that you didn't get the microfilm?
No.
Life, Peter, is very cheap in Casablanca. And so you shall die with this pistol I have in my pocket, with a silencer on the end.
How could you do a thing like this to me? I was your friend.
That will teach you to cross the Maltese Falcon.
Thank you, Peter Long and partners, for some really fine impersonations. They really were first rate, weren't they? And I think the Bob Sharpie and the boys in the orchestra, they deserve a little round of applause. Yeah, come on, let's hear it. For some really fine orchestrations, they really were. That's enough. Don't give them too much, they want more money. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's salute time. Yes, we are saluting Aberness, the city of Aberness up there in Bonnie-Scotland. And I was up there recently myself with the English ladies football team. And yeah, come on then. Yeah, all right, let's hear it for the ladies football team. They really are good. And while I was up there, I visited the city of Aberness, and it is really a very, very beautiful and wonderful city to come from. And I'm proud and privileged tonight to have with us in the studio one of the councillors there, Alderwoman Makepeace.
Hello there!
Tell me, Alderman, I nearly called you Alderman then. I'm very sorry. Alderwoman. I don't think we've have we on the... I don't think I've ever had an alderwoman.
We should try it sometime. They don't yell, they don't tell them, they're so grateful.
I was right into that one, didn't I? Tell me, would I be right in saying that 10 years ago, Aberness was really little more than a village, just a little, very small village?
Yeah, we had to widen the main road to put a white line down the center.
Yeah. Tell me, who are you going to introduce us to?
Slim Whitmore and the Hurricanes.
I see. And tell me, where did you first see them performing?
At a fancy dress ball that my husband organized, you know. He came as music at midnight, played the violin in his pajamas, and the string broke. He went out walking backwards as a hot cross bun.
Well, we want to see them, we want to hear from them. And so, ladies and gentlemen, for Slim Whitmore and the Thunderbirds, opportunities knock.
You could hear the hoofbeats pound as they raced across the ground, and the rattle of the wheels as they went round and round. And he galloped into Market Street, his badge upon his chest. His name was Ernie, and he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie loved a widow, a lady known as Sue. She lived all alone in Lily Lane at number 22. They said she was too good for him. She was haughty, proud and chic. But Ernie had his cocoa there 3 times every week. They called him Ernie. Ernie! He drove the fastest milk car in the West. She said she'd like to bathe in milk. He said, all right, sweetheart. And when he finished work that night, he loaded up the cart. He said, do you want it pasteurized? Because pasteurized is best. She says, Ernie, I'll be happy if it comes up to me chest. That tickled Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk car in the West. Head him up. Now, Ernie had a rival, an evil-looking man called Two-Ton Ted from Teddington, and he drove the baker's van. He tempted Sue with his treacle tarts and his tasty oatmeal bread, and when she saw the size of his hot meat pies, it very near turned her head. He went on the make with his Dundee cake, and he said, if you treat me right, you'll have hot roll every morning and crumpets every night. He knew when she seen his macaroons, he'd have his wicked way, and all Ernie had to offer was a pint of milk a day. Poor Ernie! He drove the fastest milk cart in the West. One lunchtime, Ted saw Ernie's awesome cart outside her door. It drove him mad to see it was still there at 4:30. And as he leapt down from his van, hot blood to his veins did course, and he went across to Ernie's cart, and he didn't half kick his horse. His name was Trigger. Trigger! And he pulled the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie ran out into the street with his gold top in his hand. He said, if you want to marry Susie, you fight for her like a man. Oh, why don't we play cards for her, he sneeringly replied. And just to make it interesting, we'll have a shilling on the side. Now Ernie dragged him from his van, and beneath the blazing sun, they stood there face to face, and Ted went for his bun. But Ernie was too quick for him, things didn't go the way Ted planned, and a strawberry-flavoured yoghurt sent it spinning from his hand. Then Sushi came between them, and she tried to keep them apart, and a 3-day-old rock cake caught Ernie underneath the arch. As he doubled up in agony, the concrete hardened crust of a stale meat pie caught him in the eye, and Ernie bit the dust. Poor Ernie! Ernie! And he drove the fastest milk car in the West. Ernie was only 68. He didn't want to die. Now he's gone to make deliveries in that milk round in the sky, where the customers are angels and ferocious dogs are banned, and a milkman's life is full of fun in that fairy dairy land. But a woman's needs are manifold, and Sushi married Ted. But strange things happened on their wedding night as they lay in their bed. Was that the rustle of the leaves, or the creaking of the gate, or Ernie's ghostly gold tops a-rattling in their crate? They won't forget Ernie. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the exciting music of Slim Whitmore and the Hurricanes. And now it's Make Your Face Up time. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we bring back the artist for you to see. And first of all, you heard the wonderful voice, that wonderful man with the magic throat who sang that very difficult Marion McKeever click song. Here is Ivor Burls, who sang like this. O-E-A-O-A-N-E-A-O. Next, we had that wonderful acrobatic dancing. One of the finest acrobatic dancing acts I think I've ever seen in my life. And it was, of course, Fred and the Sophisticates who performed for us like this.
Isn't it romantic?
Fred and the Sophisticates get a very well-deserved 27. We next hear from that wonderful impressionist, Peter Longing partner, who impressed us. And lastly, but by no means least, ladies and gentlemen, we had the very, very wonderful, very, very exciting music of Slim Whitmore and the Hurricanes, who sang for us excitingly like this. They called him Ernie. Well, the viewers here in the studio, the audience in the studio, send Ivor Burles to the lead with a great 94. But remember, it is you, the viewers at home. It is your votes that really count. They really do. So vote, vote, vote. Don't forget. And here's the address to send your votes to. It's Opportunities Knocking, 14A, The Hollies, Brittle Bottom Hertz. That you just once more. Here it is again. Get your pencils out. Opportunities Knocking, 107 Peabody Buildings, Council Flats, Park Lane, W. So don't forget, folks, vote, 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 because we do want your votes to help these people up the stairway to stardom, and we really hope you're going to keep voting. And until we meet again, look after yourselves. Goodbye, and God bless.